Awesome. All right. We're here with Alex Welch, and today we're going to be talking about how we helped Alex go from 5K per month all the way to 25K per month in revenue in a span of a couple of months. So, Alex, please introduce yourself. We're glad to have you here.
Yeah, for sure. Great to be here. So pretty much I run a cold email lead gen agency and yeah, started working with the boys quite some time ago now. And honestly, it's completely transformed my business. So
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, what is it that you do? You said you do cold email marketing. Can you expand a bit on that, just so people have some context on it?
yeah, for sure. So pretty much I just run cold email lead gen systems for B2B businesses, mostly targeting marketing agencies and really just helping them book anywheres from 5 to 40 calls per month.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. And most of your business comes from working with small and medium businesses. How many clients are you currently managing?
Yeah, for sure. So currently at 12 clients and yeah, couldn't be more happy with it. So
Awesome.
All right. I got a question for you, Alex. So, before you hired us, what were some of the symptoms, the problems happening in your business that you wanted to solve?
yeah. So honestly, I was a solopreneur, didn't really know what to do in terms of hiring anybody on. Also kind of was all messed up in all my onboarding for clients. And I just needed a streamlined system to pretty much manage everything because I was all over the place using 3, 4 different apps and really had no idea how to make it all work as one.
Yeah. Okay. So here's obvious question. You honestly weren't making a lot of money before. What was it that compelled you? Because a lot of people would say that's delusional to hire us, even though that was like a significant portion of your income.
Yeah, so honestly, I'd heard good things just through other friends like in the space, and I was like, okay, I know my ops are one thing that's struggling big time right now, and I need to fix this right now. And I was like, might as well just throw out a chunk of my money and just hope that I can grow from it, and it's paid off. So I can't complain because I just knew that was some type of bottleneck I was having where maybe I could hire on 2, 3 more clients, but I was really stuck just always doing any type of client work. And then again, like I was saying, not having those streamlined processes in place. I was just chasing myself all around, really not sure where to go.
Gotcha. What were some of the tech tools you were using before to manage your business, and what looking back on those now, like what were some of the biggest problems you like that those tools were causing you?
Yeah, so I was basically using Notion to do a lot of the project management. But what I would do in Notion is literally just one singular doc. So one page and just write down a list of everything. And then we ended up switching over to ClickUp, which was huge because then I actually knew, oh, I can manage projects by having different pages for things, setting labels, and having different views for the charts of things I need to do. So that was one. And then also just streamlining all my Slack and using Zapier, which I never really experimented with too much. So we set up a bunch of Zaps in that way and really just help kind of make everything a lot smoother of a process. So yeah.
Good stuff. I'm curious. So, in between the transition of when we started working and now, what would you say were the biggest benefits that allowed you basically to grow at the rate which you did in a span of a couple of months?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say really just getting that mental bandwidth back and not having to worry about something constantly going wrong in terms of operations because I knew I had some type of real system in place that I could rely on every single time. So whether that was employee onboarding, which was huge because it really brought people on who knew nothing about the business, even the business model, and got them up to speed within a few days and honestly turned them into A players. So that was great, as well as any type of client onboarding too. Same idea, just very, very quick and straight to the point where they were never left out at any point in that. So just combining that again with all the project management type things and all the reporting stuff that we've done, it's really just made everything a lot easier instead of having to just look in 10 different spots at once, spend 3-4 hours, maybe a day at times, doing simple things that we ultimately kind of just deleted and freed up half my day of work back. So
Yeah,
Cool.
and I think the reason that it did is when we started off, a lot of the fixes that we initially did were operational fixes, and only when we sort of dialed in your operations did we implement the technology and the automated reporting and the centralizing of all the data in a central database. So how did that transition of mapping out your company brain and even getting a grasp on what your operations is, and then transition and powering that up with technology, with automations, how did that impact in terms of your confidence into deliver your service to clients, and how did that help you actually sell more?
yeah, I think it was super beneficial because at first, like you said, when we were building out that company brain, it really got me to see every single part of the business. Like there was parts that I would do during, say, like an onboarding process or just a basic like service delivery. And then maybe I'd forget it on like the next client just because there was so many different things to do. So having that just big board built out with every single thing about what it is we do. And then, yeah, taking that, it's like, okay, we actually have a working system here. Now let's make it even better and make it even simpler. And yeah, we just did that. And ultimately, it paid off and ended up working super well, where our clients became a lot happier, our team became a lot happier, and it was just overall a win-win. So,
Awesome.
Cool.
yeah.
So Alex, you've worked with there's been a number of people on our team that you've touched base with and worked with over the months. Tell people like what's been the experience like of working with our team, and what were some, so I'll leave the floor to you.
Yeah, it's really been awesome. You guys have just overall gone above and beyond in every single aspect. Like whether it's just a random question I have about my business or whether it's a question I have about the whole system that we're creating, it's like instant response. It's kind of crazy. Like I've worked with other service providers where it's like, oh, they take a day, maybe 2 days to get back to me. And I'm just like stuck there waiting and I can't move. For you guys, it's like I feel bad if I don't reply that right away, just because it's like insanely fast response time, super willing to just even get on a call or just help in any aspect whatsoever. And yeah, I couldn't have any bad things to say, really. It's been awesome. So
Awesome. Thanks.
yeah.
I think we're out of questions. That leaves it.
No, I mean, I would just say,
Appreciate
is there anything else that you want to leave people with or say before we wrap?
Yeah. Ultimately, if you were like me when I started and you just were all over the place, knew you could deliver a service well, but just didn't know how to manage it, even bring on clients very well, bring on team members very well, and just kind of thought like you were stuck and all over the place and there was really no end to it. There is an end to it. You can solve those problems and become a successful business owner instead of just chasing yourself all around and being that solopreneur type. Or maybe you have a few employees in place and you're feeling this way. These guys will get you right and fix those problems. So I couldn't recommend more.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Alex.
Cool. Thanks, Alex.
For sure. Yeah, thank you.